Hi again, everybody. This is Andre, lead pastor at Mosaic Life. This is our second M3 moment, our Midweek Mosaic Moment. And so last Sunday, we talked about learning to tell our story and how telling our story can help the Paul problem so that we can share our stories, share our faith with people who don't know yet about who Jesus is or have never heard the good news message of God. There's this old hymn that says, "We've a story to tell to the nations." And then when we tell that story to the nations, to everybody that we meet, to all the people we encounter, we tell our story of faith, then people will begin to hear about God's love for their lives as it's been reflected in our lives. So our midweek moment this week is to think about, what kind of storyteller are you? How can you share your story and tell your story to those that you meet? As we look into this coming week on Sunday, we're going to be plunging in. We're going to be diving in to prayer. In order for us to really be able to share our stories beyond fear, beyond our anxiety, beyond our hesitation, as we explored this past Sunday, we need to be empowered by God's Spirit. And the way that we get to that place is to dive into prayer. We're going to be spending the rest of this series really focused around praying for how God is working to unbind our church, to loose us into the world with the great story of God's love for all of humanity. So I hope you'll work on thinking about what your story is and the kind of storyteller you want to be this week. That's our big idea. How can you share your story of faith? And be prepared on Sunday as you join us in worship to plunge into prayer, to dive into that empowering connection we have with God when we pray.